You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 6th. A lot going on here in the studio today. There's National Frozen Food Day, National Dentistry Day, and Kim and I are going to be baking a cake in the studio to celebrate something very special. And the 4-H team will be in the studio as well, talking about one of my favorite events of the year. So a lot happening. This is hour one of Good Morning Vail. Stay tuned.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Grab a cup of coffee. We've got quite the show in store for you today. Be careful out on those roadways early this morning. We got a little bit of snow last night, but the thaw from yesterday's warmer temperatures created a little bit of ice out there. So got a little icy conditions out on the roads. So whether you're walking down the sidewalks or out there driving to work, take it a little extra time, get your windows scraped. Don't just do a little porthole to look out of. Try to get the whole thing so you can be safe and sound towards your destination. Let's take a look at the local weather. Getting up today, 30 degrees, a high today of 40 degrees. So those temperatures, again, going to warm up substantially. Snow percent, 50% chance of snow, some scattered flurries around the valley. Again, just to kind of enough to aggravate those roads, get a little more powder on those ski slopes. In the last couple days, we've gotten quite a bit of snowfall, as everybody knows. And Kim and I are going to celebrate something today when we get into that snow report over at the resorts. Winds today are west-southwest, light 5 to 10 miles an hour, so not a lot to worry about. Should be nice out there on those ski slopes today. Getting up today, as we talk 30 degrees, we're going to see those warmer temperatures start to come up between that noon and 4 p.m. hour. So things are going to really nice and warm up. Layer up if you're out there on the ski slopes. It's going to kind of heat up just a little bit. I-70 corridor looks about the same. We've got 61 degrees in Denver, partly cloudy, 40 degrees in Vail, 42 in Avon, and 45 in Eagle, with some light and variable snowfall throughout the valley. So some nice additions, and be excited to see what happens in the next couple days. Tonight, those low temperatures are going to drop down into the 18-degree range, 30% chance of snowfall this evening. So again, be careful tomorrow because those roads are going to be a little icy as you get up, and to wherever you're going, just take a little extra time. Here is our 5-day. This looks wonderful. We got Thursday, Friday, 60% chance and 80% chance of snowfall respectively. Again, nice spring type temperatures, 41 degrees, 38 degrees on Friday. And then Saturday, we're getting up 41 degrees, and Sunday 45 degrees with that sun finally starting to come out. So it's going to be a beautiful weekend to get out there and enjoy some of those fun activities outdoors. Monday, going to see partly cloudy, 47 degrees. So nice temperatures to get out there and really enjoy some of those outdoor sports. Looking at the snow report over at Beaver Creek, 5 inches in the last 48 hours, 232 inches for the season total. That brought that base depth up to 72 inches. So nice increasing the base out there, gets us well into spring to enjoy some of the winter activities. 25 lifts are spinning, 166 trails are open, and we've got 100% terrain open over at Beaver Creek. So Beaver Creek's had 100% of their terrain open for a few weeks now, which is great. We've just been waiting on that drum roll for the Vail Mountain Snow Report. 5 inches again reported in the last 48 hours, 237 inch total, 74 inch base over there in Vail. And look at that, 100% of the terrain, ding, 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 Kim, 100% terrain open over in Vail. 31 lifts are spinning, and that's 278 trails. A lot of acres to get out there and play on.
100%.
Woo.
We are baking a cake in honor of the 100%
to celebrate
today.
the 100% mark. What kind of cake?
Well, it's going to be fun. It's the viral TikTok whole orange blender cake. So I've never made it. We'll see how it turns out today.
Back up just a minute. Viral TikTok cake.
Yes,
That's new to me. I'm not a TikToker.
Well, apparently it's the thing. I only use TikTok for recipes, but This one, apparently, you put an entire orange, like skin and all, into the blender and you blend it, and it's supposed to be deliciously moist. So we'll see what happens.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. We're basically going to be concocting in the kitchen, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, let's talk goggles. You got to get out there. Again, vision is precision as we get out there and ski that 100% over in Vail.
100%. Let's go.
And our partners over at Eyepieces of Vail, great supporters of the show. Great facilities across the Vail Valley here. What, they've got 7 now? 6, 7? 8.
They have
For
8
crying
in
out
total.
loud.
They've got a couple, one in the Roaring Fork Valley, and then the rest are here in the Vail Valley.
And they're the experts on any kind of eyewear. If you're just wanting to look cool and go out there with a nice pair of shades on, they've got everything for après that you need. But as far as eye protection out there on the slopes, one of the goggles that they have is the Anon. This is the M5. And again, the technology that goes into this goggle is amazing.
What kind of technology is it, Kevin?
Well, magnetic face mask integration, which means if you're out there and it's cold and it's windy, you can have the face mask on. If not, you just clip it off, put it in your pocket, and you're off and running. Now, how about the light? How about the sunshine coming out, the clouds moving in? You don't know which lens to pick. It's easy because it comes with a backup lens. So getting the goggle out, if I can do this right without breaking it.
No pressure,
it's
you're on live TV.
magnetic. And so you take one lens out, put the new lens back in, and it just takes seconds. So you're not out there worrying of trying to decide which goggle you're going to take. You don't want to take 3 different goggles. This is one system for all. And it also has in a little extra space here where the ventilation is. So if you do wear eyeglasses and you don't have a prescription lens in your goggle, you can have plenty of room to wear your eyeglasses in there. Just a great piece of technology if you're out there. And again, very, very important to use the right eyewear out on the mountain. You just want to make sure those lines are crisp and clean. You don't hit any imperfections. That would bum your day out.
It really would. And you know, happy anniversary, 40th anniversary to Eyepieces as well. And they've got a special collaboration that we talked about last week with only 60 pairs of glasses with chrome heart. So get out there, make sure that you are celebrating their 40th anniversary. I know we will. We're going to celebrate 100% in a few minutes.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It is. So we'll be right back with that viral TikTok orange blender cake.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You know, I love to follow all the TikTok trends on in regard to food and recipes.
Yep.
That's really the only thing I use it for. So I saw this whole viral orange blender cake, and I thought we have to absolutely try it.
Have to try
We
it.
have to try it. So I did read that it is important what type of orange that you pick because they have varying levels of sweetness. Plus, with like the seeds and the skin, you really want to use like a thinner skin.
Right.
So we're using a whole navel orange. These luckily
With
don't
very
have,
thick skin.
like I'd say
Kind of like you.
So,
You've got thick skin.
when it comes to
Yeah.
working next to you, Kevin, I do. But if you check this out, you can kind of see that the skin is like I'd say it's thin to medium sized, right?
Right.
So we quartered it up, or you quartered it up.
I did.
Because you don't want the seed in it, because the seed actually creates a bitter taste to it.
Right.
And so, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. But what you want to do is actually just throw all of the wet ingredients in the blender first, and that includes the orange.
All right,
So
I am the Robin to your Batman,
You
so
are
you
the
tell
Robin.
me what.
The Robin to my
Yeah.
Batman. So we've got 4 eggs sitting out at room temperature, and
Okay.
we've got them here in a Tupperware. So we're going to crack the 4 eggs into the blender, or you can do the oranges. It really doesn't matter. We're going to let Kevin go ahead and be the egg cracking
I'm the egg
master.
cracker.
And it's pretty great. And then it really, you can use self-rising flour, or you can use regular flour depending on what you have on hand. And I had regular flour, so that's what we're going to use, with regular flour and baking powder.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we're cracking all of the
All four eggs.
All 4
Got the eggs.
Then we're going to throw in our orange. Now,
Peel and all, just
peel and all, just toss it in there.
Okay.
Insane, right? I'm really excited about this.
I don't know about this,
Apparently,
Kim.
it creates like a fun, like really citrusy flavor and texture. Then we've got lemon extract. We want to do about a teaspoon of the
lemon extract. Got it.
And then we also need to include oil, and that's like the basis of all of our wet ingredients. So you don't have to use the lemon extract, at least that's what I've been reading.
I just literally put it in, and you said, well, you don't have to use it.
But I heard it gives it a little bit more pizzazz when you're
we want to
tasting
pizzazz it up.
the flavors. So we
And
did
then
that,
oil.
and then we've got oil. I think we need to use about 3/4 of a cup of avocado oil, which I've never seen a cake made with avocado oil
Oh,
before,
yeah. I've seen an
but we're,
avocado cake one time.
So Kevin, no pressure, but you know, it's got to be exact.
Yeah, I'm
making
pretty
a
darn
cake.
good at this eyeballing thing.
I can tell.
Okay.
So we were putting that in there, and then we're going to blend it up, and then we'll do the the dry ingredients afterwards. Now the key with the dry ingredients is, apparently, this is what all the TikTokers are saying.
This is what we've heard.
This is what we've heard. I do my research, but you know, I can't say that I'm an expert and I've ever made this.
Oh no,
cake
let's
before.
just say you're an expert.
I'm an expert.
Let's
you
just
know?
say it. Get
Next
it out
to you,
there.
Kevin, between the two
Get
of
it
us,
out
I think
there.
we're going to get it done. So we're going to go ahead and just blend this. We're just going to do a nice little medium blend.
Okay.
See what happens. Looking great, looking great.
Very loud.
It is very loud. So next thing we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder. Looking good. Plus sugar. We need to add our sugar. Sugar is always key when it comes to the cake. All right, let's see how we blended. Look at that. I mean, you can still see a little bit of the...
It smells absolutely incredible.
It smells great, doesn't it? And you can see in the blender that the peel is pretty pretty diced up.
Yeah.
It smells great, actually.
Did a good job.
I'm awakening, you know, it's the orange and the citrus zest. Okay, so now we're gonna add 2 cups of flour in here.
Okay.
And then also yep, there we go, looking great. And then we need to make sure that we've got our 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder, because that's what's going to make the cake rise, right? So if you're using self-rising flour, you don't need the baking powder, which is great.
Okay.
You're nailing it, Kevin.
Look at this.
You know, and I'm actually impressed.
I
No
can-
flour
Kevin
on
can
that
measure.
wonderful navy sweater that you're wearing there.
Right.
All right, so we got the flour. We
Got the
need
flour.
3/4 of a cup of avocado oil. We added that in. We need to make sure that we add 1 cup of the sugar, which is somewhere around here.
Right here.
I think we've got some granulated sugar also off the camera. So we'll take a look and see.
Do we need granulated or powdered
We
on
need
this?
granulated.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You know what? We're going to use powder.
We're going to
though.
use powder today.
We'll see what happens.
what
It's
happens here
viral.
on
It's
TV.
TikTok,
It's
you
live
know?
TV.
It is what it is.
It's viral. 1 whole
It is
cup?
viral. 1 whole cup. There you go. And then you can also use the powdered sugar for later as well. So we'll see what happens. There we go. I
There we go.
think that looks good to me. So we're going to dump that in there,
Okay.
and then 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder. And then you don't want to just like do a real blend on it. You just need to kind of pulse it so
Okay.
that everything kind of gets mixed in, because if
Tablespoon,
you make it,
did you say?
3/4 of a tablespoon. Yeah, just like that. Looking good. And then I guess if you pulse it or you blend it too hard, it makes the batter really dense and thick. So we're just going to lightly pulse this until it's all blended. That's what I'm hearing.
Nobody likes dense
Hey,
batter.
if it's with a cup of coffee in the morning, I don't care what
Yeah.
the texture is like.
We got it.
It smells
We'll get
delicious.
this. It does smell
All right,
good.
so we're gonna go ahead and luckily we've got this handy dandy dough button on our blender,
Okay.
and we're just gonna blend it a little bit, nice and low, while we're letting it blend. You know, you were in sunny Florida, so does this smell like Florida?
It smells like Florida. The Sunshine State.
The sunshine and, in my opinion, the citrus state.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look and see how it's looking. Yeah, looking pretty good. We're gonna just do a little bit more. You know what I love about this cake, speaking of Florida?
What?
You know, my grandparents used to live in Florida, and I
Okay.
spent a lot of time going to orange
Picking
groves
oranges.
and picking oranges.
Picking oranges.
Fresh pressed
I
orange
can tell
juice.
your hair and your skin
Yeah,
tone.
that's why my hair is
Yeah.
red, because I ate a lot of oranges.
That's
when I was a
probably
kid.
it. I think that's a fact. True.
All right, this batter is looking great. It smells great. So the next thing we're gonna do, I guess, is line our cake loaf with parchment paper, or if you don't have that, you can use the avocado oil spray. So you pick parchment paper, avocado oil. I know, the pressure is on.
Using this.
There you go. Yep, you're just gonna spray the corner. At least that's what they're telling us.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
what TikTok says, so that's what we're doing.
TikTok says. And yes, I have been consulting my phone with TikTok as we've been going through this recipe.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and then we're just gonna scoop it into the pan, and we've got a couple extra oranges.
What do we preheat the oven to?
We preheated the oven to, it depends on what recipe version you're looking at, 180 degrees Celsius. Whoa. Or, which roughly translates to about
Temperature math.
350.
Yeah, okay.
According to Google.
Got it.
According to the
TikTok
worldwide
Google.
interweb. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually just clean this off really quickly. And then we're gonna dump the dough. And it's okay if we've got one small loaf pan, but you know, you can make this is basically, in my opinion.
When do we zest?
We zest if we want to make a frosting.
Okay.
If we want to, or you can just kind of zest on top. I think we should just sprinkle it with some powdered sugar when we're done cooking.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Got to keep it simple.
live
right?
TV.
It is live TV. All right, so we've got that, and then we're just gonna pour it in about 2/3 of the way up to the lid, because it is gonna rise because
I'll
of the
pour
baking
it,
powder.
you scrape.
All right, I want to make sure we don't over pour it, because then it's gonna explode in the oven there. But
So how far
man,
up do you go? How far does this
I would
rise?
say about 2/3 of the pan you want to fill, and then you know, that's why if you did the parchment paper, Kevin, if it rises a little bit above over, it stays in its shape. I think that looks great to me. And then anything in excess, you can make mini loaves. Why not? Right?
Mini loaves, why not?
Yeah, who likes them?
Get a little muffin pan.
little muffin pan, which we do have, and we'll do that later. But
Have you seen the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man?
I do know the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man, Kevin?
No, I don't.
All right, so I like to do this just to kind of level it out a little bit.
Okay.
But man, it smells good.
It smells delicious.
It smells fresh. I think my senses have awakened, just like my mind.
Okay.
And here we are. We're ready to
Let's pop it
ready to
into that
party
180 degrees Celsius oven.
or 350 degrees.
Okay.
And then you bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your live size, depending on how hot your oven actually is. Because did you know, fun fact, your oven is not necessarily as hot as it says it is. So you try to preheat it as long as possible. Yeah.
That's why sometimes people put a little thermometer in there.
That's
So
exactly
you can
right.
actually see.
So that's it. So here we are. We baked a cake, a loaf.
Okay,
a pound
45
cake.
minutes.
35 to 45.
35 to
So
45.
we'll
So you got to stay
monitor
tuned
it,
for a while to see the outcome of this.
and we'll show you how it turns out.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who had worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, we certainly love and support our veterans, and the Vail Veterans Program is celebrating their 20th anniversary with celebrations March 3rd through 8th, and they're bringing 22 injured service members and their friends and family to participate in some fun programs here in the Rocky Mountains. Let's take a look at all that they're doing to honor and commemorate their anniversary.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Fuller and this is Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm the editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships at Covered Bridge magazine.
And we have with us this morning Jen Brown, the Executive Director of Vail Veterans Program. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you, great to see you both.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Yeah, you too. We've had the pleasure of having the Vail Veterans Program in our magazine this issue, so our winter-spring issue of Covered Bridge. It's your 20th anniversary of Vail Veterans and just a super exciting time to celebrate. So we're really happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the program and what this 20th anniversary really means for you.
Well, first off, we're super excited to be celebrating our 20th this coming March, and I think it really signifies the power and the impact that this organization has had over the last 20 years. And it's really through Cheryl Jensen's vision and the support of the community that has made it what it is today. And I think the other important thing is that we're continuing to have an impact. Over the last 20 years, really, as we've seen conflict change around the world, we continue to see the need to serve wounded veterans and their families. And we're just grateful for the community and the partnerships that we've had to really evolve the programs that we offer today.
Yeah, so since 2004, you guys have helped almost 4,000 people, right? And you mentioned that the conflicts and other things are happening. Are you still seeing the trajectory of the program growing each year?
It's really interesting because we do see the need continue, and I think there's also a change in how we serve our participants. As injuries that are lifelong change, as we see our alumni go through maybe additional surgeries or on their healing journey as their needs change, we can bring them back to our programs. And we've seen more female veterans come into the program over the course of a couple of years. We've also had the opportunity through Cheryl's work to evolve to support caregivers and provide support to families and kids in other ways, in addition to being on the slopes.
That's great. And so March is when everything happens.
March is really the true anniversary, and the goal is to bring our original 7 wounded vets back to be a part of our program. Our March program does take place at that time, so really the culmination of that week of programming, it's to really honor and show appreciation for our donors, our sponsors, and the community, and have those original 7 vets be present and participate in the 20th.
So yeah, you just brought up something I never really thought of, the 7 vets who started. Is this a program where someone attends once, or do they come back multiple years in a row, or how do you see them interacting with what you guys provide?
That is a great question. I'm so glad that you asked that, because one of the things that sets Vail Veterans Program apart is that we talk about bringing our participants into the Vail Veterans Program family. So if, let's say, they come for a January winter family program, it might be a couple of years later, we might invite them back for a summer program, or we might invite the wounded vet back for our Gulf program. We have a variety of ways in which we can help continue their healing experience. And I think one of the great things is, let's say 20 years ago, somebody came and participated, maybe they're married now, or maybe their kids have moved on. We have other ways to bring them into the experience. And what we like to say is, once they come to Vail, they're a part of the Vail community and our family, and we're here to support them throughout the duration of their healing journey. It's really a lifetime.
I love that. I mean, it's fantastic. With the programs that you guys provide, obviously it started on snow, but you just brushed on a couple other things. When did you guys transition, and what are some of the other offerings that people can take advantage of?
Well, and this was really through Cheryl, and I think the journey that she has been on with the organization. It's through partnerships, through longtime supporters, families like the May family and Black Mountain Ranch. They created the opportunity to send 3 families each summer up to Black Mountain Ranch and have a complete Western experience. And that just evolved over time, but they've really been a partner with us for many, many years now. And through summer outdoor recreation. She started the summer programs, and we have rafting, fly fishing, hiking for those who like to hike, and just outdoor experiences that really expose our wounded vets and their families to what the outdoors is all about here, to the mountains, and really seeing and experiencing the outdoors in different ways, and mostly through an adaptive lens. One of the great examples is our rock climbing partners shared with me. They can create pulley systems. So if we have a vet who is maybe a double amputee, they can anchor the climbing ropes so that our vets can pull themselves up and actually experience rock climbing, which is incredible. And that's a great sport where family members even can participate together, and they all learn to overcome maybe fears and challenges and do something that they never imagined doing. Rafting is another great experience for them. There's nothing like being in rapids and in the springtime around here with the runoff. And we have so many of our winter supporters, a lot of our ski patrollers are rafting guides in the summertime. They've been around our programs for many, many years. So we tend to see a lot of the same supporters and faces. I think also really important is our adaptive ski and snowboard instructors are truly part of our family. We have instructors that have been with the program since the beginning, and they really are dedicated to helping our wounded vets rediscover their hope and learn how to do skiing and snowboarding and have new experiences on the hill through adaptive, whether it's ski, snowboard, or even ski biking.
That's amazing. And I'm sure, Cheryl, with her initial vision, didn't necessarily know how big this would get. And I love this quote, and maybe she did, but this is from Cheryl Jensen, and it's from our current issue on our feature on Vail veterans and the 20th year mark. We help them find something in their soul and feed their passion again. We're providing that avenue for them to realize they can do anything. So Cheryl was inducted into the Colorado Snow Sports Hall of Fame last August. So, speaking for her a little bit, what is the significance of what she's created and having that vision come to fruition?
Well, first off, Cheryl is an amazing individual, and I think her induction into the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame really signifies celebrating all of her hard work. And she has done many, many things even beyond Vail Veterans Program, but I think it's the culmination of the 20 years celebrating her legacy. And 20 years ago, I'm sure she would say, I don't know if I would have been doing this today. And she is still actively involved in everything that we're doing, and it's her passion. It's her love for the veterans that we serve, their families, and it's her heart and soul. She has really shown me through her kindness, her patience, and really just her willingness to help others and go to the ends of the earth to help people. She's a special individual, and I think that's also what makes this program so special, is that it's that connection with our participants, and it's that genuine care and appreciation. And for those that we serve, they feel it. It's genuine and it's authentic, and it's just a gift that she has that she shares with others, and she excites us and really wants us to do more and inspires us to do more every day.
I love that.
I love it. I mean, it's quite a unique program that you guys created, and to me, one of the special parts, especially if you take a look at the article, is you're impacting, yes, the person, the individual, but it ripples out into their family. It ripples out into, like you said, maybe even the caregivers. And I think one of my favorite things about reading the article was one of the young ladies was talking about how it made her so excited to see her dad smile again. And that almost brings tears to my eyes just reading that. So it's pretty special that you guys have created a really unique program, but it's not just about the person, it's about them as a whole, and then including their family in on that journey with them.
And truly, for every program that we have those moments of it's tears of joy. Cheryl has had 20 years of sharing in those tears and the journey with everybody, but there are those special moments, and that's truly where it's that one-on-one connection, and you feel the power of the experience and the impact. And it's discovery. It might be mom, dad, it might be the child who have that, wow, I just did this moment, and then they did it together. And there aren't too many opportunities for these families to be together in a place where they are safe, protected, and can just be. It's really special.
Wow.
I love that.
So Jen, especially this March with the 20th anniversary, how can people get involved with the Vail Veterans Program with donations and with their just maybe even coming and helping, volunteering? What are some of the opportunities?
We really appreciate and love the support of our community, and if people would like to donate, we would be very grateful. People can go to vailveteransprogram.org and donate, and then the celebration is really sharing the stories throughout the next several months and talking about what we do and who we serve and showcasing really through that experience. So, would love to come back and talk with you. And in terms of volunteering, we on our website have a way to contact us. We do have some volunteer opportunities. They're not large, but certainly, if we have ways that we can bring in volunteers, we love to do so. But I think the most important thing is just honoring and really remembering the service that our nation's heroes provide, and really continuing to support them is the most important.
Wow. Well, thank you, Jen Brown, Executive Director of the Vail Veterans Program, who is celebrating its 20th anniversary this March. Be sure to pick up the most recent issue of Covered Bridge magazine, the winter spring issue, and thank you for tuning in to Covered Bridge on TV8.
Remember, enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. The last few days has given us quite a weather pattern that's moved through the valley, giving us some great snowfall to cover up the mountains and get us to that 100% over in Vail. So let's take a look and see what's happening outside now. 30 degrees as you get up today at 8 a.m. It's going to warm up to high today of 40 degrees. So some nice spring skiing out there. Light winds, variable west-southwest, 5 to 10 miles an hour. So not a lot happening right now, but they're going to pick up a little bit later on this evening. We'll see what happens when we fall through with that. Vail by the hour shows those warmer temperatures right at that noon to 4 p.m. range, so things will start to heat up. If you're out there on the slopes, layer up, because you're probably going to be taking some stuff up if you're trying to get first chair this morning. I-70 corridor, 61 degrees in Denver, 40 degrees in Vail, 42 in Avon, 45 in the Eagle, and you see 30 to 50% chance of some light flurries and some snowfall happening there throughout the day. So should be a nice active day for a weather pattern as we move through the Vail Valley. Snow percentage chance this evening, 30% chance, 18 degrees out there. And I mentioned earlier in the show, be careful out on those roadways. Last night it cooled down a little bit from the warmer temperatures yesterday, creating some icy conditions, especially on those secondary roads. So make sure you get up and get out there early wherever you're going and scrape those windows, heat up the car, do the things you need to do to get to where you need to go safe and sound. As we look at the 5-day, next couple days look great. Some snow showers moving into the valley Thursday and Friday, 60% chance and 80% chance there on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, look at that. What a beautiful weekend. The sun's coming out, warmer temperatures, 41 degrees on Saturday, 45 on Sunday. So be a nice weekend to get out there and ski. But hey, we'll always welcome some more snowfall as we're going to see on Thursday and Friday. Well, as I mentioned in the show open, today is National Frozen Food Day. Kim had a chance to sit down with celebrity chef Jamie Gwynn to talk about the versatility of frozen foods.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, I know we are all feeling the pain in our wallets at the grocery store because prices have just really jumped up. But joining us today is 7-time cookbook author, radio host, syndicated columnist, celebrity chef, Chef Jamie Gwynn. How are you, Jamie?
Kim, I'm well. Thank you for having me and for the illustrious introduction.
You know, celebrity chef Jamie Gwynn is a mouthful, but it is so impressive because of all of the recipes and things that you are doing. So let's talk about a very hot topic right now, you know, how to save money at the grocery store. So can you tell us a little bit about some easy ways that we can save there?
I certainly can. And look, we're all experiencing it. No matter where you live, we know that grocery costs and costs in general are on the rise. But it's always, when you make your grocery list, you want to feed your family well. It's sometimes sticker shock, right? You get there and you realize, my gosh, this is, you know, really risen in price. I will tell you, as a professional chef, and a lot of people kind of cock their head funny when they hear it, but I embrace the frozen food aisle for a lot of reasons. And no better time to do that than March, which is National Frozen Food Month. There's a recent survey by National Frozen and Refrigerated Foods Association that says nearly 8 out of 10 parents with young children, of which I am one of those, finds it easier day in, day out to have frozen food on hand. And 64% say that keeping frozen food has helped them combat rising grocery costs. So there's a lot to be said for the convenience of the frozen food aisle. There's a lot to be said for the cost savings. And there's a lot to be said for the flavor and the nutrients that you're getting from frozen food that I don't think every great cook might realize or give credit to.
It's so true. You know, I had a conversation a few years back about fresh vegetables versus frozen and the nutritional difference between the two. So speaking of, how do frozen foods help with healthy meal planning?
I love that you had a hot debate. I think that's fabulous. So let's talk about meal planning, but let's take a step back, okay? When you buy frozen food, I should just put this out there without stumbling. It's real food. It's just frozen. The flash freezing technology today is better than ever extraordinary, right? So it used to be IQF, individually quick frozen. That's how they froze the berries so they didn't stick together in the bag. But it's the best raspberry you've ever had, or the strawberries red all the way through. Why? Because it's picked at the peak of the season and flash frozen. It maintains all its beneficial nutrients and it tastes delicious. Now, with that said, if you went and bought strawberries right now in the produce section, might not be so great. Hit or miss, depends on the season. So we know we're getting good quality. We know we're getting nutrients, of course. And then you get all this lovely convenience. It's pre-washed for you, or it's chopped, or it's prepped. So now you're saving time with meal prep, right? And you have this opportunity to feed your family new tastes, new flavors. Walk through the frozen food aisles in your supermarket, and you will see, by the way, ingredients and items that chef friends of mine are developing for the big companies. There's ethnic infusion. There's paleo, vegan, plant-based, keto. It's all there. No matter how you choose to live, lifestyle, dietary needs, or otherwise, The frozen food section has come a long way, evolved leaps and bounds.
It's so true. So how can you use frozen foods to plan for breakfast and for dinner? And, how does it continue to innovate in the frozen foods aisle?
Sure. I think the opportunity to have Indian butter chicken from the frozen food aisle, when you might not want to make the recipe, lots of ingredients, kind of long method from scratch, that's a great way to consider that you can incorporate new tastes, global flavors into your meals. But you said breakfast or dinner. I'm breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Check it out from the frozen food aisle. So, some of my favorite ingredients are from the freezer section. So I always have frozen pot stickers. Yes, I pan saute them till they're crispy on the outside, soy sauce, black vinegar, steamed on the inside. But then I make this super simple 10-minute pot sticker veggie soup using frozen spring vegetables, asparagus and zucchini. Ginger garlic goes in. It's so good. 10 minutes. Easy pot sticker veggie soup, couldn't be beat. I like to take the butterfly shrimp and put them into a lettuce wrap with a spicy, creamy sauce. Super simple. I make a wrap using my son's favorite crispy chicken. It's really good. And then this is kind of fabulous, Kim. I hope you'll like it. We are a waffle family. So I'm always looking for ways to repurpose our breakfast waffles. So I line them up in the air fryer folded like this. And when they get crispy, my son says, "That's a waffle taco, Mama." And I say, "Yes, it is." Filled it with barbecue shredded chicken and coleslaw. And my 4-year-old thinks it's taco night every night. It's fabulous. And then phyllo, which I love. I filled with ricotta and a compote that I made from frozen berries. I mean, just think about it. The opportunities are endless. These are all new recipes, by the way, just posted at easyhomemeals.com. And I hope they inspire you.
easyhomemeals.com. Well, I'm certainly inspired by that take on chicken and waffles. That's so fun, and so that's a great way to look at it. Now, I know with my friends and I, we used to do an around the world dinner night by going to the frozen foods aisle and just selecting different things.
Oh, I love that.
It's so much fun,
That's
and I'd
awesome.
say better than takeout for sure. Now,
for sure. And by the way, when you have a craving, it's like on hand.
It's so much easier and so much better than having to wait 40 minutes for your delivery service.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. So exciting stuff. Where can we go to learn more? But more importantly, there is a $10,000 cash prize. Tell us all about it.
Yes, there is. And I am not eligible, so I hope you win. Go to easyhomemeals.com. You'll find the recipes. You'll find a $10,000 sweepstakes for March Frozen Food Month. It's prizes and kitchen appliances and more. And you can enter for free. Easyhomemeals.com for the recipes. And then on my social at Chef Jamie Gwen, you'll find my daily dish, often including a frozen food product, or you can call it my daily gluttony, but that's up to you.
My daily gluttony, I love it. Well, Jamie, wonderful to chat with you. You had some really interesting recipes and ideas, so thanks for sharing on how to be innovative in the frozen foods aisle. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much. Have a good day.
You too. Now we've got a lot more on the second hour of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Well, today is National Dentist Day. Kim had a chance to sit down with the experts at Delta Dental and talk about women's oral health. Let's take a look.
Now, welcome back to the show. As humans and as women in particular, we don't talk about the changes to our health as we approach the age of 50 and beyond, specifically how that is related to menopause. Now, Delta Dental of California conducted a survey that 70% of women experience these oral symptoms that they did not have prior to the age of 50, and only 3% of them have spoken with their dental hygienist or their dental provider. Joining us today to talk all about that survey, as well as what they can do, is President of Delta Dental, Sarah Chavaria. Thanks so much for joining us today. Sarah, how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Sarah, what did your research find in correlation with women and menopause as well as their oral health?
I think the most surprising thing we found is that 84% of women are unaware of the correlation between going through premenopause or menopause and their oral health. And that's significant when you consider the statistic you shared, that 70% of us have experienced at least one oral health symptom. And so when you think about the mouth as the gateway to our bodies and our overall health, creating awareness around that becomes really important.
It really does, and those are some of the symptoms that you wouldn't think about. And you know, the burning of the tongue and the tingling and the receding gum lines, you don't think about that being related to menopause. Now, how does menopause truly impact oral health?
Well, if you think about going through menopause, that's a hormonal change. And so lower estrogen levels means less saliva in your mouth. And so the ability to fight off small infections is impacted. The balance that we need to keep between that harmful and helpful bacteria in our mouths becomes important. And then, as you said, it presents itself in a few ways. You mentioned dry mouth, you mentioned your gums, right? Both receding gum lines and maybe bleeding gums, and even early indications of tooth decay.
Well, these symptoms definitely seem very significant. So how are women talking to their dentist? Are they talking to their dentist?
They are not. You said it. Only 2% are talking to their dentist. Only 1% are talking to that hygienist. And that's incredibly significant because you think about, we go to the dentist twice a year. We maybe go to the primary care physician once a year. So that's 2 healthcare checkpoints where we could be addressing our symptoms and really starting the conversation about the changes our bodies are experiencing as we're going through pre or menopause.
Now, I love what you do, and I love that you're president of Delta Dental and just the awareness that you as a company are creating. So what changes are you hoping to see as women really become aware of the links? You had mentioned that, you know, the mouth is the gateway to the body. So tell us a little bit more about what you're hoping to see from that.
Well, I feel really encouraged. I think all of us at Delta Dental do. So I'll share that 77% of the women who participated in this survey said they're going to prioritize scheduling a visit with their dentist. I love that. Some of the women I've talked to today have, brought that awareness to the forefront and said the same. And look, I'm just really excited that we have this opportunity to help break down the stigma of talking about menopause. I've been personally excited over the last year to see that folks like yourselves and other places are really starting to open up some channels so we can have these conversations, share stories, and then do things like we're doing and bring some data to the forefront so we know what to look for, so we can have better conversations with the healthcare providers that we interact with about our bodies and our health.
I think what's exciting about this conversation is that our bodies are constantly changing, and I know at times people think that they're too far gone to go after and change their oral health. So what can women do to change their oral health and really improve and take as much preventative measure as possible?
Well, it's never too late, and there's some really simple things we can do. Look, drinking water is good for you overall, and it's really good for us as we go through menopause because, like I said, less saliva means hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Simply brush your teeth twice a day, floss once a day, and go see the dentist twice a year. Those are just some really simple things. And then recognize if you have some of these oral health symptoms, and if you do, have that conversation with your dentist. Maybe it's a little intimidating because the space isn't that private, but if you talk about the symptom or send an email ahead of time, it's a great way to start the conversation.
Well, to me, that sounds pretty simple. Dentist twice a year, brush twice a day, floss once a day. So nothing more than 3 times, and it's just easy to stay on top of that all. Well, Sarah, where can we go for more information?
We've put a lot of information. We know that 26% of us are looking for it online at ddins.co/healthy aging.
Wonderful. Well, Sarah, you are so pleasant and you have such a great smile, and I think you are the face and the embodiment of really taking initiative of your oral health here. So we appreciate all of the information that you've shared with us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we appreciate all that you do.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for having me and participating in the conversation.
Excellent. Well, thank you to Delta Dental as well for spearheading this conversation and for breaking down the barriers to have conversations about oral health and its relation to menopause. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Wednesday. It's March 6th, and it is also National Oreo Day. And man, we've had an interesting show in the second hour. I'm Kimberly Perot, and Kevin Shields is here in the studio, and it's going to be a fun one. We've got 4-H that we're talking. We're checking on the viral whole orange blender TikTok cake, plus National Oreo Day. Maddie shows us how to make an Oreo truffle recipe, and then Skaya with Vail Vibes. Lots happening. All of that and more in hour 2, so let's get started.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. Coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, good morning, and Good Morning Vail is here to kind of show you a lot of great things today. As Kim mentioned, we've got quite the show. A lot of great things, 4-H coming in, National Oreo Day, and that cake that we've been working on in hour 1, where we're going to present it here in a few minutes, see how that turned out. But first, let's look at that local weather, see what's happening outside. 30 degrees when you get up today, so nice temperatures, warming up to a spring-like 40 degrees, so layer up if you're out there skiing or snowboarding on the mountain. A 50% chance of snowfall coming in with some light scattered flurries throughout the day. Light winds 5 to 10 miles an hour coming out of the west-southwest, so not a lot out there as far as wind goes. Should be absolutely a beautiful day to get out there and enjoy the slopes. Looking at Vail by the hour, we're going to see those warmer temperatures between noon and 4 p.m. with those snow showers starting back up probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon as another storm front tries to make its way into the valley. Looking at the I-70 corridor, 61 degrees in Denver, 40 degrees in Vail, 42 in Avon, and 45 over in Eagle. So again, some very nice spring-like temperatures as we're well into March already. Tonight, those temperatures are going to drop down 18 degrees, snow percentage 30% chance, a few flurries throughout the evening. But with those lower temperatures, coming off those high snow melt temperatures, just be careful out on the roadways early in the morning. A little bit icy conditions, especially as you pull up to some intersections. So make sure you take some extra time to get to where you're going today and move into those stop signs a little bit slower than you maybe normally would. Looking at the 5-day, this is great. Looking at Thursday, Friday, we've got snowfall on both days. Nice temperatures, so great way to finish up the week. But then as we move in Saturday and Sunday, again, that sun comes out, warmer temperatures, 41 and 45 on Saturday and Sunday respectively. And then coming into Monday, looking at some great temperatures, 47 degrees on Monday, mostly cloudy. So a lot of great things happening out there in the weather, continuing to get some snowfall, which we're all very, very excited about. So let's take it over to the kitchen and see what's happening with that beautiful orange cake. TikTok viral.
The viral whole orange blender cake. It's pretty great. I think you could probably cheat with this one if you wanted to and use a regular cake mix. But I'm so glad we did.
Why would you?
Exactly.
Why would you?
It was easy.
And it's fun. This was kind of a fun thing to do.
It was fun.
I was a doubter.
You were?
Doubting Kevin on this one. But I tell you, the aroma coming out of the oven, and I took a peek and it looks great.
Well, Kevin, have I ever steered you wrong in any recipes here?
Just twice. Just 2 times.
Just 2 times. You know what? 2 times is better than 3 times. So let's take a look at it. So if you wanted, like I've heard, if you wanted to cool the cake first and let the drizzle kind of settle on top without it soaking into the cake, then you like let it fully cool before you put it on. But I love to have like that delicious like
It's got to be warm.
frosting kind of melted into it. So it looks great. I love that you flipped it over on the cutting board and not on the plate that we have sitting here, Kevin.
Well, you do this. So now it's right side up.
There we go.
Doubting Tim. You know,
today
this is a professional production.
It is.
And we gotta look at
be laughing at our colleagues.
Now, so putting our homemade little glaze thing on here, we've zested 1 orange. We put a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of the orange extract in there, some powdered sugar, stirred it up. So that's good to go.
It looks great. And then obviously you want some sort of milk to blend it all
coconut
together.
Milk.
We used coconut milk, which is dairy free. Obviously, I think this whole recipe is dairy free, so it's going to be a great one to have with coffee when we're done with the show here. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of drizzle on it. And
Okay.
then,
Now, one thing I like to do when I drizzle is I'll usually take and I'll cut down about 1 inch into the pieces.
It looks delicious.
And then I like to drizzle on top with the slices in.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's
because
how
this way you get it down into the cake a little bit.
That's exactly how I apply my butter to my baked potato.
Oh, it is not.
It is. I slice it down. I got that from my dad. Oh my gosh, it looks delicious. And then if we wanted to add a little bit more powdered sugar to it, you can. But we've got some here just in case. But man, oh man, that looks incredible.
Delicious.
Is it time to cut into it?
Try it.
I'm going to try it. We've got the
There you
knife.
go.
I'm going in. Okay, I'm more of a centerpiece, but a center kind of slice girl, but I'm going to
And I know the viewers cannot smell this, but it is incredible. It just smells amazing.
Honestly, it reminds me of summer and springtime, and man, this would be a great, I'm just going to have a small little piece
Have
here.
a small little piece.
Here we go. 3.
Oh yeah, that says it
Wow.
all.
Mhm.
That face speaks volumes.
It's moist. I know that we use powdered sugar, not regular sugar, but I tell you what.
Maybe
it's the
that's
perfect
something you change.
The
You don't want it too
perfect
sweet.
amount of sweetness. It's so good. It's light. It's fluffy. And it's definitely got all of the moisture in it that we need. So it's a perfect breakfast cake or
All right.
anytime cake.
We're going to dig into this and be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, it's Master TV at Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tv8vail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. And Think Big kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail. or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales. TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the greatest organizations here in the Valley and across the United States is 4-H. And I'm here with the Thompson family. I've got Cecilia, August, Steele, and Hazel. I sound like Steve Harvey on Family Feud. We've got the Thompson family here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and then tell me kind of what you're getting out of 4-H and kind of how you got involved.
Well, my name is Cecilia Thompson, and this is August.
Okay.
And this is Steele, and that's Hazel. And we really enjoy 4-H. We've been doing, this is my 8th year doing 4-H. I have learned a lot through 4-H with how to persevere with things, even if they don't go the way you're expecting them to go.
Yeah.
And I learned how to give presentations and how to get to know my animals and work hard.
Okay.
I learned that if you sign up for something you really finish through, it's a great learning about everything, learning how to really stick through, learning how to give shots, learning how to give medicine and all this stuff. So it's a really good learning ability.
Okay.
And I really like that you can raise your animal and you can have your own animal and have the experience of that and knowing that it's your ownership and being able to show it and have a judge and be in competition and learn how to work hard and know how to have an auction and be able to sell an animal and have your own money from it and know that you worked hard for it.
You know, everything that you mentioned, they're all lifelong lessons. And as, I don't want to say kids, because you're not kids. At this point, you're young adults, because you're learning all these lifelong skills to make you successful in the future. It's a lot of appreciation, a lot of gratitude. You mentioned hard work on taking care of animals. That is a minimal statement. It is a lot of work to take care of an animal and then present it, to show it and learn how to auction and everything that goes on. So you've got business development, you've got the life skills, you've got the compassion, the caring, and everything that goes into it. So that's one thing I really love about 4-H. Now, I'm going to quiz you and see if you can go along with me. 4-H, the symbol is the clover, but what are the 4 H's?
Head, heart, hands, and health.
Man, you nailed it. That was really good. And so those are the lessons, and that's kind of the pattern that you follow, and those key kind of points that really make up what 4-H is and what you're getting out of it. So that is amazing. How long have you all been involved in 4-H?
This will be my 8th year, not including Clover Buds.
Okay. And what is Clover Buds?
So Clover Buds is it's like 4-H but for younger kids, and they meet I think once a week or something, and they'll meet and they'll make pigs in a blanket or a pillow or something, just kind of introducing 4-H but to younger kids, so anybody 8 and younger.
Right.
And you can't do animals, but they're just kind of introducing you and getting you ready, I guess.
I saw that. So it's preparing you for some of the skills as you progress into the later things, because I know there's horse skills, there's baking and cooking that's also involved. Again, all those lifelong skills.
Yeah.
Now, do you know your website? I know you can access it through the eaglecounty.us site, and that's where they promote the event we're going to talk about here in a minute. But get in there, because if you're not familiar with 4-H, get out there and look at it, because as a young adult, it is something you need to get involved with, and as an adult, it's something you definitely want to follow through and share with and donate, because you just can't do this all for free. You've got to bring in donations, and there's a number of ways to do it, which is one of my favorite events, the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry.
Yes.
Who's going to talk about that?
We love the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry. Fair is fun, but the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry is a class in itself. We love it so much. It's an organization that is a fundraiser for 4-H. 4-Hers will go around asking businesses making things to donate to 4-H, and they will silent auction them off. And we have so many fun activities there. We have a mechanical bull, we have a bouncy house, face painting, shooting, petting zoo, and lots of really good food.
And a lot of them, looking at your poster there, a lot of proud sponsors are listed down below.
Yes,
so
we thank our
you for that
sponsors.
community support and all those
yes.
sponsors. What a great thing to contribute
Yes,
to.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now, as far as us contributing, I've already bought my tickets. I told you that. First thing this morning, I got on and go, I've got to get my tickets ready for this, because it's what, 10 days away. It's on March 16th,
Yes.
5 p.m. at the Eagle River Center.
Yes.
So get out there. Sounds like a great time. If you don't go to this event, you're absolutely nuts. You've got to get out there. Did you get my joke?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the Rocky Mountain oyster. What is a Rocky Mountain oyster?
So back in the olden days, cowboys used to, when they would, in springtime, after all their calves have been born, they'd go and brand them. And they only wanted a certain percentage of the boy cows to reproduce, because if you want the right ones. And so they would eat what was left over after not being able to let them reproduce.
It's in between a steer and a bull.
Right, because, and you're looking back, so the 4-H is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the cowboys go back much further than that. And when you're raising animals, you obviously want to yield as much as you can off of that animal. And this is one way to do that. And we're still continuing that tradition today.
Yes.
All right.
And if you wanted to, you just want a couple bulls. So the other ones have more tender meat and they're a lot nicer. So you don't want fully bulls. So
Right.
yeah.
Perfect. Well, like I said, I went on today online, got my tickets today, 2 tickets to the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry on Saturday, March 16th. So it's before St. Patty's Day. No excuse not to get there. Eagle River Center, Eagle, Colorado. Amazing event. Going to support these young adults in their quest to make it through 4-H and just be amazing contributors to society. I can't wait.
Thank
you.
Thank you
I'm
to
very
all our
excited.
sponsors and
Yeah.
volunteers who are helping make it possible.
Yes.
All right.
I hope we see you there.
Yeah, get your tickets now. Adults $25, kids 6 to 12, $10, 65 and over, $10. A very worthwhile event to go to. So go have a ball at the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hello, I'm Shervin Rezai here with Chenna Garden in Avon, Colorado. My hobbies are obviously skiing. I've been skiing since I was 3 years old. In addition to that, music's always been my first passion, and you can see that alive and well at Chenna Garden with our little record nook, where we have over 300 records, and we'll continue to grow that collection and play vinyl records for you while you enjoy your cuisine. Chenna Garden is Avon's oldest running restaurant. We've been open since 1988 when my mother set up shop and wanted to begin offering Avon, Colorado the best quality Chinese food that we could get. And I started working in the restaurant when I was 8 years old as a dishwasher making $1 a day. And then one of the servers, pushed by my dad, told me I should ask for a raise, and then I got $5 a day, but then I had to put all $25 at the end of the week into a savings account, which actually helped me out in college. So after college, I went out to New York for law school, and I spent 15 years out in New York City practicing law and working in-house, which exposed me to a lot of restaurants all over the world, all over the country. And after getting exposure like that, I realized that we have this beautiful restaurant here that has so much potential. So in the fall of 2023, we came back, remodeled, and tried to get this back to give that special feel that I've known all my life here. We've been offering a lot of new cuisines, including German cuisine with our good family friend Gunther Schmidt, who's been serving up authentic German cuisine in the Valley for many, many decades. Why not? This is America. We can serve German food in a Chinese restaurant, and we just let it try. And after a year of it, it's been building up some success, and we're just having a lot of fun just seeing the look of bewilderment on every customer when they're like, how am I getting German food in a Chinese restaurant that's this good at this quality? China Garden is really all about that community, and that first starts with the local community. We always try to take care of all of us who are working hard, grinding it, so that we can also enjoy what this valley has to offer. And through that, we get a nice mix of word of mouth, tourists who come in. We're looking for something a little more authentic and that has a history with the valley. I'm a proud member of the Avon Vail Valley community, lifelong member as I was born here, and I hope you come out and see us here at China Garden. We're open every day, 4 to 9, any day the mountain's open. Cheers.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, welcome back to the show. We love all of our luxury properties around the Vail Valley, but I particularly am very fond of the Weston Riverfront because it's just a stone's throw away from our studio here, but I also love the gym, and there's so much happening. I've got the sales and event manager, Rachel, joining me here on the couch. How are you, Rachel?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
So good. So, sales and event manager, and you've been there for a little bit of time now. Tell me about your role. You've got to be very busy this time of year.
Yes, I have been there for about a year and a half and focus on events, mostly weddings, which is a blast. It can be a handful, but it's a ton of fun.
That's great. So lots of weddings happening. Do you have more weddings in the wintertime, in the springtime? You know, what is it like?
Yeah, definitely more for the summer and fall. A bit in the winter, which is always fun. Of course, we love the winters out here, and we want to share that with others.
That's great. And so the Weston has 2 new event spaces, which are great for those wedding spaces.
Yes.
And beyond.
Absolutely. We have the Osprey Suite and the Talon Suite. We opened both of them fairly recently. They have floor-to-ceiling windows and are just very warm and inviting with preset decor, so it's easy. You don't have to do much. You show up and enjoy.
That's great. And floor-to-ceiling windows, so I'm sure the views are just breathtaking. You know, I love the views from the hot tub, just from the lobby. You've got the lookout bar there. So tell me a little bit about what's happening in the month of March. I know there are some new events happening and new brunches coming up.
Yes, we do have, every Sunday we have our jazz brunches. So that goes from 9 to noon every Sunday and features a local jazz artist. Then on Easter Sunday, we'll be hosting an Easter brunch. So we're looking forward to that.
That's great. And all of that will be inside Stoke and Rye specifically?
Correct. And all of the details are online at the riverfrontdining.com.
Well, I know I love going to Stoke and Rye for the happy hour. You know, the small bites, the smoked oysters are to die for.
They are.
And that's from 5 to 6 every day.
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
great. And then you've got the Lookout Lobby Bar or Lobby Lounge. I don't know what the official title is, but they've got live music there. So tell me a little bit about that. Is that every day?
It is. It's every night. We have Vail Valley favorites. Come and join us, like Maddie G or Turntable Review, Brendan McKinney. So always a pleasure. Come stop by sometime.
It's true. I know when I first joined the gym there and I parked on the opposite side of the building, I had to walk through the lobby because I wasn't sure how to get to the gym. And live music was happening. The buzz was electric.
It's a blast.
I definitely worked out, and then I went and had a glass of wine at the bar. So
there you go.
It was pretty great. So speaking of the gym, you partner every month with a nonprofit. So who do you partner with this month?
Yeah, this month we are partnering with The Cycle Effect, and they focus on empowering women through mountain biking. So it's a really cool cause, and we're excited to partner with them this month.
That's great. You know, they've been here on the show as well, and just what they do is amazing. And I love that you're partnering with local nonprofits monthly, and so that's great. So what does that mean specifically? So the athletic club is partnering with with the Cycle Effect. Does that mean like additional proceeds go to them, or what does the partnership look like?
Yes, so we'll be hosting an event later this month. I believe it's March 22nd.
Okay.
And all of the proceeds from that will go to the Cycle Effect.
That's great. Yeah, they're just a great impact here in the community. So speaking of, there's lots more happening outside of all of the events. What else is going on at the spa?
Yes, we have. We always have different specials going on. One of the favorites would be the Sleep Well massage, which combines Swedish massage and essential oils to really let you decompress and get some good rest. So that's one of our
Have you tried it yet?
I have not. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Sign me up for the month of
Yes,
March. It's
yes.
definitely, I think, for all of us locals, and probably for you, you get a little bit of a break winding down from the ski season. So
Yes.
that sounds incredible. I'm ready. I'm going to walk out the door now and go after the show. So what else can we expect throughout the 2024? So I know there's a lot of fun things happening. You mentioned a lot of weddings. Are there other events coming up?
We actually have one rooftop bar opening later this month, which we're very excited about. It'll be right next door to the Westin, and it offers unparalleled views. It's the first rooftop venue in the Vail Valley, so we're very excited about that. And you'll have to come stop by, check out the views, and enjoy a cocktail.
I know, I love a good rooftop bar, and I'm surprised that it's taken till now to get one. But so you are going to be very, very busy this summer.
Yes, I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's great with the incredible views of Beaver Creek and of the mountain and the river. It's just, why not? That's going to be the happening spot.
Yeah, and we are offering private events in there, so let us know if you want to have some sort of meeting or dinner, brunch, anything. We'd love to host you.
Well, that's great. So, Rachel, I have to ask, what has been your favorite part of this ski season? Is there a specific event that jumps out? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. But.
We actually hosted an incredible wedding this past weekend. Of course, all of the skiing, that's really my favorite part about ski season. But getting to see those beautiful weddings and them enjoy the valley as well, I would say is the
It's
favorite.
such a magical and special spot, especially the location at the Westin. It's just it's a great place to be for sure. I know I love hanging out there for sure.
Yes.
That's great. So where can we go for more information in regard to the events at the athletic club, or if we want to make a reservation at Stoke and Rye, or meet with you for a potential event?
Absolutely. So any of our socials, we can be reached through Westin Riverfront on Instagram or on riverfrontdining.com. My contact information is on there, as well as how to go about making reservations.
Awesome. Oh, Rachel, love the property. I love always
Thank
whenever the Westin comes here in studio and talks to us about what you've got going on. So the Cycle Effect with the Athletic Club for the month of March, and there is an event happening, plus one rooftop, plus happy hour. So much going on at the Westin. It's really great. And we always appreciate you coming in and filling us in on the latest and greatest.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Now we'll be back with more on the show right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Hello, everyone.
everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I?
Yes, I do. So even though you work for...
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look outside and see what's happening in the local weather. Getting up today, 30 degrees, a high today of 40. Snow, 50% chance of some snow flurries throughout the day. So watch for those to blow through probably in that afternoon hour as we look at Vail by the hour. Those warmer spring-like temperatures starting to kick up around that noon to 4 p.m. So some nice weather out there to enjoy the mountain and all those outside winter activities. I-70 corridor, 61 degrees in Denver, 40 degrees in Vail, 42 in Avon, 45 degrees over in Eagle. So some very nice temperatures, and again, a nice chance of snowfall coming in throughout the evening. So we'll see what kind of happens. 18 degrees as it cools down this evening, 30% chance of snowfall. A few flurries throughout the evening, light winds east-southeast. So we've got still a little bit of the remnants of that storm that came in, blowing in from the east. 5 to 10 miles an hour is what we're looking at as far as wind speed there. But this is exciting too. In the next few days, we're going to see some snowfall. 60% chance of precipitation and some snowfall on Thursday. Friday, kind of the same thing. Again, with some very nice mild temperatures, and those lows not necessarily so low. 20 degrees on Thursday, 12 degrees on Friday, and then excited for what's happening over the weekend with the sunshine coming out, warmer temperatures. Saturday is 41 degrees, Sunday 45 degrees. Sunshine out there, and then Monday, partly cloudy, 47 degrees. So it's going to warm up as that cloud, that immersion kind of keeps those temperatures down. So it's going to be a beautiful next 5 days coming through. Now, one of our great segments is Vail Vibes, where Avisha Scarborough is out there in the community checking out all the events, things going on. But this time she had a chance to look at Skea, women's clothing line. Let's take a look and see what she found out.
When it comes to ski fashion, Diane Boyer, the president of Skea, a locally owned ski brand, has seen many trends through the years, and she even has a favorite decade.
I would say it was the 80s. It was so fun and exciting, and everybody was wearing it, from Ivanka Trump, no politics here, just saying, lots of fur headbands and stretch bottom suits and big blousey tops, as I say, shoulder pads and colors, and brocade fabrics.
Having worked in the family business since the 70s as it evolved from ski mare to Skea, she remained at the forefront of ski fashion. But as a former professional skier, she knows that functionality is as important as the aesthetic.
The true ski clothing companies make sure that they actually function, because no matter who in our case, the lady is, if you're going up the chairlift in Vail, and it's a snowy day, and you're not warm, dry, and comfortable, you're not going to be happy. So it has to work, but it has to be really pretty and look good on the snow as well. Or après at the bar.
Diane showed me a preview of next season's designs and explained to me how being eco-conscious is very important for Skea. So their faux down filling is made from recycled water bottles.
They take the water bottles and somehow reconstitute them, and it makes a very soft, puffy insulation similar to down. The difference is when this imitation down gets wet, it does not lose its loft.
And I even got a chance to test the merchandise by trying on this show-stopping outfit. Looking back through Skea's memorabilia, it's clear that skiing is so much more than just a hobby or business for Diane. It's a lifestyle, and one that helped her form a special bond with her late mom, Jocelyn Boyer.
That's me and my mom.
Her mom was a co-founder of Skea and a very integral part of Diane's life. So I asked her to share a story about her mom, and in this case, it also involved ski legend Billy Kidd.
We had a commemorative event the other day in Vail for the Colorado Ski Museum, which is one of my other passions. And Billy was there with his cowboy hat on, and he was always so kind. And when my mother would be watching my daughter's race up in Steamboat, Billy would come and sit with her. Her name was Jocelyn, and he would say, "Well, Jocelyn, you don't have to go out there and get cold. You can stay right in here in the lodge at Howison Hill." And when I mentioned that to Billy the other day, when I saw him, he said, "Diane, your mother was one of the most wonderful ladies in the world. And if I could be half the lady that my mother was, I would be blessed." So you ask, is there anything I'd like to share? I just think everybody, no matter what industry they're in, needs to be their very best at all times and on all fronts.
And what would your mother say about you now?
I think she'd be pretty proud.
Diane's lifelong love of skiing is something she shared with her mom and is something she will always cherish.
You get out in the mountains on a beautiful, clear day, and you look out at those mountains, and you're going along a ridge line or whatever, or maybe you're skinning up and you're panting, but you're breathing and you're enjoying the world. It gives me goosebumps every time I think about it or every time I talk about it. It takes whatever bad things are in your mind and they just go away.
And what a gift that is. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Now, we may have been in the kitchen celebrating the 100% party that we've got going on with a viral orange cake, but Maddie is showing us how to make Oreo truffles for National Oreo Day, which is today. So lots of delicious recipes for you to take home and try and practice. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of my favorite things to do is give you some really fun recipes because I'm a terrible cook. I know that, my mother knows that, everyone who knows me knows that. And so I like to find these very simple recipes that are really easy to make. And so today we're gonna make Oreo truffles. This has been one of my favorite recipes since I was in high school. And people that I make them for, if you like rich and sweet and chocolate and cream cheese and all of the yumminess, Oreos included, well then this is something that you're gonna like. So for my ingredients, all I have, and it's super simple, is I've got a package of Oreos, just one pack. Make it super easy for you to use, and that way it's nice and convenient. You just have to crush the one pack here in the food processor, and you're gonna keep some of that to the side, and we'll go over that in just a moment. Then I've got my white chocolate chips, as I'm gonna melt these down, and I'm gonna dip the Oreo truffles in them, just to kind of give them almost more of a cake pop-like feeling. Then of course we've got one single thing of cream cheese. This is gonna make it nice and easy. The worst part of it is having to mix the cream cheese. So to get started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the food processor, which if you don't have one of these, then you can get some anger out by putting your Oreos in a bag, smashing them up, and if you leave those little chunks in there, it's really good because then it gives it a little bit of a crunch. So I'm gonna open my Oreos, and we're gonna start to place them in the food processor. Now because I have a food processor and I'm a little bit cheating, it's gonna make it nice and easy to just get that really fine, kind of like sand-like texture with the Oreos, and you just leave all the filling in there. Make it super convenient for yourself. The food processor was a money move. So Mom, if you're watching, thank you so much for this wonderful gift because it has helped me a lot in my baking endeavors. So we're just gonna turn this on for a second, get everything all nice and crushed in there. It's a little bit loud, sorry about that. You can see that it turns into that nice like powder texture. We're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna do all the Oreos. The entire pack of Oreos is gonna turn into this nice dust. And then we're gonna put some in this little cup to the side, and that's to garnish it after we put the white chocolate in there, because that's what's gonna make it super nice and delicious. So we're gonna just pulse it again. Get them nice and ground up. There's still a couple really big chunks in there, but we're just gonna keep adding more, then we'll let it run for a second. I've let my cream cheese kind of warm up. That way it's nice and easy to like manipulate into the Oreo mixture that I'm gonna soon have once I get this all nice and ground up. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks perfect. And like I said, those bigger chunks that are in there, oh man, it just does a little bit make a mess, but that's okay because everyone here expects nothing less than that from me. This is always my struggle too. Okay, we're gonna take this guy right off. Now we're gonna grab our nice little cup. We're just gonna take a little scoop of this and put it right over to the side because we're gonna need this later. Then we're gonna take our blade out and dump the rest of the Oreo mixture into the big bowl. And this is going to be where we're gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna drop this in the sink really quickly. Then we're gonna take our cream cheese that we have. Like I said, it's been sitting out for a minute, so it's a little bit warm, a little bit more malleable than it would be if you just freshly pulled it out of the refrigerator. We're gonna open this up. This is my least favorite part because if you've ever watched me cook in this kitchen, I absolutely hate when things get on my hands. And so this is like an act of love. These are a labor of love from me with the cream cheese. Drop the whole thing of cream cheese in there. You only need one of them because it's gonna make it super rich. And I'm gonna put my apron on for this because I'm gonna start to panic. And then when I start to panic, I'm gonna have to wipe my hands on something due to the fact that the texture thing really just like psychs me out a lot. So we're gonna mix this all together and you just like mash it right in there. Then once you have the mixture fully complete, this is the worst part. Once you have the mixture fully complete, then you are gonna let it sit in the refrigerator for a little while, harden up. You're gonna turn it into some nice little like cake pop like balls. And then after that, we're gonna dip them in some nice melted white chocolate. Then you're gonna freeze them again to just make it nice and cold. And that way they're melting. These are really good for like Thanksgiving or birthday parties or whatever. See, look at how disgusting this is. This is my least favorite part, like I said. Oh man. But once you get it all mixed in there, oh, this is so bad. It's like I can't, I'm trying to smile on my face, but that's not my favorite thing. I need to get taller. I should have worn heels. Get it all mixed in there, and then, like I said, you'll just let it cool down. Once it cools down, then we can turn it into the balls and just make our delicious Oreo truffles. And I have friends that will like ask me to make these for their Thanksgiving parties or if they're having like a housewarming party, because they're super easy. You can just grab them and go. I'm gonna continue to mix this, and then once I get this all nice and mixed together, we're gonna place this in the refrigerator. We're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna have to touch this all over again, so stay tuned. Now that we've done all of the steps, I've already pre-rolled, you know, TV magic, my dough into the nice little balls that it's gonna stay in. We're heating the chocolate up, and we've been doing it in intervals, continuously stirring it, that way it doesn't get burnt and or clumpy. So we're gonna pull this out of the microwave, see what consistency it's at now. Make sure it's nice, it's creamy, it's got the perfect consistency to pull those out, get them nice and dipped into the chocolate, and especially just because like we want this to be very easy to just maneuver those right in. So I left those in as long as I could, only because the thing with the cream cheese in there is they'll melt very, very quickly. So we're gonna pull these guys out of the freezer where I had them just to kind of cool down as much as I possibly could, because like I said, once that cream cheese gets in to the heat or it gets into the melted chocolate, it definitely starts to break down just a little bit. So having these nice and frozen helps, and then you just drop them in there, roll them around, super simple, get them nice and coated. Sometimes it's easier to use 2 spoons, sometimes it is not. Then drop them right back on to your parchment paper. Oh, I missed a spot on that one. And then with the Oreo that you kept, you're just gonna like nice and sprinkle that on there for the aesthetic factor of them. Sometimes I like to melt the dark chocolate too, and then that way I can just make it nice and easy and just drizzle the dark chocolate above the white chocolate, and then they look super fancy and like someone spent a lot of time on them. So you can see it's just super easy. Oh, I'm making a chocolate mess over here, but that is a-okay. And this is all it takes. It's super easy. Oh, that one doesn't look that pretty. I didn't realize that I missed that whole side where the spoon comes off. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. You can see my shapes of my Oreo truffles are all different shapes and sizes though. I like to keep it sporadic just because sometimes I'm like, wow, I just want a little one. And sometimes I'm like, I could eat my whole body weight in these. So I like to keep that guessing game basically going, but you can already see that even just for the few minutes that these have been out of the freezer, they're already starting to get a little bit soft, and when they get soft, they crumble, and then they make your white chocolate not as beautiful and white, but it's super easy to do, and they're delicious, and then they're cold, so you have a nice cold treat. You just continue to do this step until you're done, but you can also do things like, I have a really good recipe for a homemade peanut butter glaze. It's super easy. You can just find it online. It's also like 3 ingredients. And once you make the peanut butter glaze, you could drizzle that on here and kind of make it more of a delicious like peanut butter Oreo truffle. It helps that the cutting board that I have this on with the parchment paper is nice and cold too, to just kind of keep them formed while I'm going through this. But once it starts to cool down, that chocolate gets hard, and then it has a nice little shell to it, so they've got a good crunch to them. They're absolutely to die for. But the other thing is you have to keep them cold when you're not eating them, or else they do just kind of totally disintegrate due to that cream cheese in there. Oh man, that has a lot of chocolate on it. All right, I'm gonna put this one right up front, but I'm gonna keep the side where the spoon comes off away. And then of course we're gonna drizzle it with, or sprinkle it, I should say, with some of the Oreo crumbs, and it's that simple. And you can see that the shell on these is already starting to get nice and hard, which just makes them so delicious, nice and tasty. I'm gonna make one of the camera guys come on here and eat one of these with me in just a second. You also have to watch out if you are someone who maybe like bites into them directly, that they don't get in your teeth if you're at a dinner party, because sometimes that happens, and then you've got nice Oreo in your teeth. But it's this simple. So the recipe, one more time, all you need is 1 package of regular Oreos, 1 thing of cream cheese, just an 8-ounce little box of cream cheese, and then whatever kind of chocolate you want to melt on them. Like I said, you can always do that milk chocolate with the white chocolate. You could go back and forth. You could dip half and half, whatever it is that you like to just get these nice and delicious, and that makes it super simple. And then sometimes I like to do the nice drizzle over top of them with the other color of the chocolate just to keep it kind of fun and a little bit unique. Oh look, that has a big chunk of Oreo. That's perfect. Okay, camera guy shook his head. He does not want to come on camera and eat these with me, but it's that simple. And then we're just gonna cut into this one. You can see that they're a little bit hard still, but just like that. Whoops. Nice and delicious right there, and you can see what the contents of it is. It's totally like a truffle that you would buy in the store. These are super easy to make. Recipe one more time, final time I say it. All you need is white chocolate, Oreos, cream cheese. That's all it's gonna take. Super simple. It takes about an hour because of the freezing, but other than that, they're amazing and they're so delicious. So make sure that you check this out. Now we're gonna go check out Pano over in Vail because they've got some great jewelry, some great clothes, and just great shopping all around. So let's go introduce you to Pano.
Good morning, Vail.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
More than ever, kids need information to help them better understand their surroundings and to better protect themselves. Each week, this program works with the various law enforcement agencies across the country and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, spotlighting several missing cases, hoping someone, like you, might have information that will lead to finding these individuals.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. A lot of exciting things happening out there with that local weather. Let's take a look. Getting up today, 30 degrees at 8 a.m. Getting up to 40 degrees today as a high. So we're seeing some of that freeze, thaw, freeze kind of out there right now. So just be careful if you're getting up. The sunshine, once it hits the roadways, will dry them off a little bit. But right now, a little frozen and slippery out there. So some icy conditions to be wary of. Snowfall percentage today, we're going to see some flurries out there. 50% chance of flurries. No real winds southwest out 5 to 10 miles an hour. Vail by the hour shows some flurries this morning and then starting to come in a little bit later in the afternoon as those temperatures begin to warm up between that noon and 4 p.m. hour. I-70 corridor looks very nice. 61 degrees in Denver, 40 degrees in Vail. Avon showing 42 degrees, and over in Eagle, 45 degrees. And again, some of those snow flurries kind of coming in and out. Tonight, the low is 18 degrees, 30% chance of snowfall this evening. Few clouds, few flurries, light east-southeast temperatures. But this is the story. We've got some more snowfall moving in. Tomorrow and Friday, seeing some snowfall come in, 41 degrees and 38 degrees respectively on Thursday and Friday. And then some beautiful sunshine for the weekend. Warmer temperatures, those spring-like temperatures, 41 degrees, 45 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. And then some cloud cover moving back in on Monday, but those temperatures still up there at 47 degrees.
They look great. You know, it's we don't need to give the snow report because the report is it's snowing outside.
Right.
So get out there and have some fun.
And both Vail and Beaver Creek are showing 100% of the terrain is open, so a lot to get out there and play and have a good time on.
And we celebrated with a viral whole orange blender cake. And we've been snacking on it during the commercial breaks. It is so delicious.
And don't forget, coming up is the 4-H Rocky Mountain Oyster Fry, supporting the Eagle County 4-H youth. So get out there. Tickets are cheap, $25. A lot of things going on. Joey Rowland is going to be the musical supporter out there. The Kids Zone is going to have a bouncy house, get a mechanical bull out there. Sounds like a ball.
It sounds like a great time. And the Thompson family, I mean, who doesn't want to come and meet the Thompson family?
Exactly.
They are so articulate. And
great young men and women out there doing the 4-H thing.
They are. They're raising the animals. They're learning all the responsibilities of it. So I love 4-H and all that it teaches our youth and everything else.
A great local event and great local sponsorships. All the big companies here in town are sponsoring. So if you are able to sponsor something, you're missing out on this event, get with them next year for this great event. And if you haven't been there, get out and check it out.
It's true. And then, as always, Rachel Thompson, the sales and event manager of the West End, came in to tell us all about the one rooftop bar opening later this month. So very fun. And we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.